Hi, everybody. Welcome to Talk Show with Erin. I am your host, Erin Rachel. This is the space where we dive into Eastern ritual, Western psychology, so you can heal, align, and grow. I'm so excited about today's show. We are diving into words of positive affirmation, mantra. So in the East, mantra is a Sanskrit word, oftentimes referred to as japti. It's repetition. So it's something that you say over and over and over and over again, so that over time you become it, you embody it, you allow the message to anchor within you. In clinical psychology, we would call this positive affirmation theory and self-affirmation theory, especially if you are using specific mantras that are positive, rooted in embodiment. And I want to talk a lot about some of my most favorite mantras, words of positive affirmation. They can be used for manifesting. They can be used for this trend that I'm seeing all over social media called lucky girl syndrome. And I want to share something a bit, why I connect to this so deeply. My husband is lucky. When I met him, his family would say, "Oh, John's lucky." And the thing about being married to somebody who is lucky means that I'm also lucky. And just having this belief system brings a lot of really wonderful things into our lives. And I see this a lot on social media. They're calling it lucky girl syndrome. And it's the belief that you are lucky, good things happen to you, good things are coming your way. And if you desire that for yourself, and why shouldn't you? All of us should desire that for self. The hope is that you desire that for yourself. The hope is you know you are worthy of good things, which we can dive into later. So I want to share with you some of my most favorite mantras. Choose the ones that resonate with you. They all have a little bit of a different purpose. And the first one we are going to talk about is truly one of my most favorite, and it's "I'll have some of that." "I'll have some of that" is a profound manifestation mantra. "I'll have some of that" is for the person who is yet to be clear. You know you desire something, you just don't have the words to articulate it, or you haven't taken time or space to articulate what the thing is that you are calling in. So often in my programs, in the Aligned Coaching Certification, which is my signature program where you become a certified meditation teacher and spiritual psychology coach, we have a lot of moments where we share. And in women's circles that I've guided around the world, there's a lot of sharing involved. Whenever you are in the company of somebody and they're sharing good things happening to them, and you desire that for yourself, use the mantra, "I'll have some of that." If you are walking down the street and you see a couple holding hands, and maybe they stop and share a kiss, or they have this moment where they look into each other's eyes, and you desire that romance for yourself, that connection for yourself, say, "I'll have some of that." If you see a woman walking down the street and her hand is on her belly and her belly is swollen, she's clearly with child, and you desire that for yourself, say, "I'll have some of that." If you're scrolling through social media and someone's sharing their book deal, or they had a 30K month and you desire that for yourself, I think you get the idea. Say, "I'll have some of that." "I'll have some of that" is a tool where you're becoming more clear over time. It's anchored in feeling states. So it's not necessarily the exact thing, it's the feeling state of that experience that you are calling in for yourself. I always think "I'll have some of that" is a powerful tool. Whenever I hear good news, something amazing, mitzvah or blessing that occurs, and I want that energy for myself, I'll just co-create with the energy around me, the universe, and say, "I'll have some of that." It is a co-creation tool. You are saying to the energy around you, to God as you understand it, "This is the energy that I'm calling in. This is the thing." So if that resonates with you, write it down. The second mantra is "Why not me?" I say to my clients all the time, you are not here to recreate the wheel. There are so many innovators, creatives, and leaders out there. Your job, your legacy energy, your purpose energy, your mission on this earth is to birth it and share it in a way that feels of highest alignment to you. So why not me? And I see this so often with my clients. They'll be scrolling on social media and they'll see somebody traveling in Bali, reading a book, drinking a smoothie, connecting to their clients virtually. And because you see it, you know it's possible. It exists somewhere. Use the mantra, why not me? Why can't you have that? Why can't you live that nomadic lifestyle? It is another symptom to recognize something that you desire. And also, you are seeing that it exists right now in real time. You are seeing that it's possible. Why Not Me is incredibly powerful for recognizing that your deepest desires and dreams are valid, they are possible, and you have to take the next aligned steps to achieve them. The third mantra is this or something better. And I've used this so many times with my clients when they're feeling good in the present moment. Like the present moment is lovely, they're content, it's wonderful, and they're connected to the present moment, and they maybe even desire more of that present moment. And also, they're open to receiving more. They're open for more medicine, more magic, more alignment, more miracles. So this or something better is when you are in the physical moment and you are enjoying the present moment and you are also open to more goodness. Use the mantra, this or something better. If you are new on this journey and you really just want to see how good it can get, use the mantra, show me how good it can get. This is a wonderful mantra to use when you wake up in the morning. This is when you start seeing patterns, right? Like you go into a coffee shop, you run into a friend, or even better yet, somebody that you've been hoping to network with or somebody you've been wanting to meet. And then the person behind you pays for your coffee. And then you walk down the street and you notice that your parking expired, but you didn't get a ticket. And then like it ends up just becoming a cycle and you keep vibing and co-creating with that energy. Show me how good it can get. It's a wonderful one to use when you're waking up first thing in the morning. Show me how good it can get. When you are enjoying the present moment, similar to the last one, and you're excited to embody more. Show me how good it can get. Whenever I have a client coming to me and they want this, but they're stuck. They want to get into alignment. They want to shift into a healthy headspace. They desire to live their most authentic life, but they don't know how to get there. And maybe this person is stuck in fear-based thoughts, compulsive negative thought patterns. A mantra that's really powerful is, when I smile at the world smiles back. And I just want you to relax into that one for a moment. When I smile at the world smiles back. And I actually just wrote about this in parallel theory in my book. Your attitude matters, right? If you are walking out into the world and you are in a negative headspace, maybe it's like things aren't going the way that you thought it would, or like you're just not feeling nourished, that energy may move with you. And you may have interactions that are connected to that not feeling totally in alignment. The spiritual world may call it like a low vibrational feeling state. I highly recommend practicing something I call fear inventory, connecting to that, see how that feels for you, moving into that there. When you are practicing, I smile at the world and the world smiles back, you recognize that you are co-creating. You are taking responsibility for your energy. You know that you are responsible for your deepest desires and dreams. You are responsible to clean up your energy. And when you smile at the world, when you are giving and pleasant and open and connecting, the energy around you is going to respond, usually tenfold. So when you smile at the world, when you bring your goodness, your nourishment, your happiness, your authenticity, your alignment, your joy, the world is going to smile back. Relax into that one, see how it feels. Another one in this same line of thought, if you are stuck in fear-based thoughts, if you are having compulsive negative thought pattern, a mantra that's really powerful for shifting is I choose to see love instead of this. So there's this profound spiritual book. It's called A Course in Miracles. It was written by two philosophers. And the way that it goes is they received the download that they needed to create A Course in Miracles. And one of the greatest practices in A Course in Miracles is coming back to love, being able to recognize that you have been living in fear and that you can shift back into a loving headspace. So if you notice that you are stuck in this thought pattern, use the mantra, I choose to see love instead of this. I choose to see love instead of fear. Say it hundreds of thousands of times a day. Use it in any way that feels connected for you. And I'll even use this all the time if I notice myself being hard on myself or judging others or ruminating about something that occurred in the past and noticing that I'm not living in the present moment or taking myself in the present moment, or maybe overeating or using food or scrolling on social media or Netflix or whatever it is to numb or emotionally regulate or to self-soothe and it's not necessarily working, then I will use the mantra, I choose to see love instead of this. I choose to see love instead of this. And that's oftentimes also inviting in your ancestors, a higher presence to come in, realign you, drop you back into your body and shift from there. One of my most favorite mantras, and I talk about this a lot when it comes to people who are just connected to the struggle, connected to the drama of it. And so many of us, I think I talked about this on social media and I think it went viral. A lot of us are addicted to drama. A lot of us are addicted to stress. The first practice is to notice is to become aware of it. And it has a lot to do with maybe how we received attention as children, what kind of excited us, right? If you're undernourished and you're looking for some excitement, you might need to create drama in the world around you. This is really common in our most intimate relationships. So something just to be mindful of here. So the mantra I want to share with you is, it gets to be easy. It gets to be easy. This mantra rocked me when I met my husband. This mantra really transformed my relationship to my book writing process. When you believe that it gets to be easy, it gets to feel good, it gets to be in alignment, you get to do it with grace and gusto, everything around you kind of shifts. So it's 100% in alignment with lucky girl syndrome. I am lucky, good things are coming for me. It gets to be easy is a reframe, refocus. Reframe, refocus is, I teach this often in the Aligned Coaching Certification. It is a theory in positive psychology. So reframe, refocus. And I always like to visualize it. There's one person standing right here on one side of the road, and he says, it's the number 6, it's the number 6, it's the number 6. And there's another person standing here and they say, what? Are you crazy? It's the number 9, it's the number 9, it's the number 9. Reframe, refocus is zooming out, is being able to see from both sides. And reframe, refocus is a powerful tool when you are looking at the world around you and you kind of need to zoom out and recognize the big picture. What are the things you need to concentrate on? What do you need to anchor in? If you are in an obstacle right now, is there another way to perceive it? in this realm of mantra, positive mantra, and talking about reframe, refocus, there is also the psychological theory of positive reframing. We understand it as noticing the silver lining. So when you're doing mantra work, you'll notice that you might be pulling in specific mantras because you're ruminating about something negative, maybe traumatic, maybe a heavy obstacle that occurred in the past. Positive reframing is recognizing the theme that occurred in the past and how it might have redirected you or where it brought you into a different moment in time. Positive reframing is noticing the silver lining, is noticing that maybe a door closed, but it made a pathway for that window. So it is that choose again. It was that realignment, that re-embodiment. And I just want to bring this up because we bring mantra into our lives from awareness, from noticing that we are likely out of alignment and we need to shift. So it gets to be easy. Your healing journey can be nourishing. It can be embodying. It can be fun. It can be joyful. Manifesting your highest romantic partner. It can be easy. It can be somebody you already know. Maybe someone who slid into your DMs, which is how John and I connected. It gets to be easy, can be, I've been wanting to write this book for 10 years. I wrote it in 2.5 months. And I didn't, of course, a lot of the stories that I'm talking about are themes that have been on my heart for a really long time. And also, I'm aligned, I'm embodying, I'm practicing what I preach. So the mantra, it gets to be easy, was really powerful for me during that journey. See what it brings up for you. Notice if you are attached to the struggle. Notice if maybe me saying it gets to be easy is a little bit charged for you, perhaps triggering. So again, coming back into that awareness. The final mantra that I want to share with you is, I don't chase, I attract. So this is also in alignment to lucky girl syndrome, which is the trend on social. I don't chase, I attract is you knowing that when you are showing up daily and being your most soul authentic self, when you are co-creating with the energy around you, when you are open to miracles, this is a powerful mantra to relax into. I just shared so many different ways to work with words of positive affirmation. I shared a little bit of the Eastern rootings. There is so much in positive psychology. I was trying to weave in a lot of different scientific articles here. There is so much about using positive affirmations as a way to embody the person you want to be and also emotionally regulate. There's a lot of really profound research there. I'm really inspired by it. I work with mantra and I offer this to my clients all the time. I love prescribing different mantras. So if you want to put in the comments what you are working through, and I can offer a mantra that might be of highest alignment for you, that would be so fun. Thank you all so much for being here. Please make sure to subscribe to Talk Show with Erin. We have so much new content for you every single week, sometimes more. So make sure to hit subscribe. Any way I can support you, leave a comment, let me know. Thank you all so much for being here. Have the best day and feel good until next time.